Sometimes being a professed Christian is kind of hard, because everyone likes to come right up to your face and tell you exactly why you're wrong, but also it's hard, especially in these times, to know where the Bible stands on certain social issues. Well, you no longer need to wonder, so what does the Bible say about the existence of ghosts? Ghosts are defined as an apparition of a dead person that is believed to appear or become manifest to the living, and are a huge part of pop culture and superstition today. As of 2003, 51% of the public, including 58% women, and 65% of those are aged 25 to 29, believe in ghosts. But only 27% of those aged 65 and over, which is probably due to the increase in reported sightings, pictures, videos, you name it, we got it, believe in ghosts. But do they really exist? Nowhere in the Bible will you see the word ghost used to describe a departed soul of a human coming back and haunting anything. So there you have it, ghosts don't exist. Alright, cool. Out. Wait, you wanted an explanation? Okay, fine. No, I'm kidding, I love doing this. In the King James Bible, the word ghost is used 108 times, but only in the meaning of the Holy Ghost, or to give up the ghost, which basically means to die. But why do people who are Christians believe that ghosts exist? Well, besides all the attention that ghost gets, it's really because of a misinterpretation of the Bible. Hebrews 9:27 says, "And just as it is appointed for people to die once, and after this, judgment." Basic principle of the Bible tells us we're either going to heaven or HE double hockey stick. So how could there be like some in-between where people are walking around in some sort of purgatory? Well, guess what? To some believers, mainly Catholics, purgatory exists. Now, I'm not gonna lie or even play devil's advocate, but I don't believe there's even a possibility of purgatory existing. But if you believe this, it doesn't really mean anything bad or good, it's really just an extra step. Well, it does kind of take away of your belief of the Bible, since you're kind of just adding your own stuff in it instead of just taking it for as it is. But yeah, I guess if you believe in purgatory, that opens up the possibility of there being ghosts. But fear not, since purgatory doesn't exist, for me at least, the whole door for ghosts being real is still unopened. If you need further biblical proof, look at Job 7:9-10, where it says, "As a cloud fades away and vanishes, so the one who goes down the Sheol will never rise again. He will never return to his house, his hometown will no longer remember him." Or, just as one more example, Psalm 146:4 says, "When his breath leaves him, he returns to the ground, and on that day his plans die." That seems pretty cut and dry to me. But how do we explain these weird things that people see? Well, apart from electromagnetic fields affecting the temporal lobe, or infrasound, which causes actual physiological discomfort, which I get it is literally like impossible a couple hundred years ago, we'll just say that is demons. Now I know that sounds a little extreme, but 2 Corinthians 11:14-15 say, "And no wonder, for Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. So it is no great surprise if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Their end will be according to their works." So a demon masquerading as a ghost isn't entirely out of the question. There have even been movies and TV shows that have demons take the form of ghosts. My mind immediately jumps to The Conjuring 2 and a certain episode of Ghost Adventures, and yes, I watched that show because I also watch TV at 11 o'clock at night. So even modern media believes that that's a possibility. And speaking of The Conjuring, that kind of reminds me, well, do mediums exist? Well, see, this one's trickier. In 1 Samuel 28, Saul actually consults a medium. And guess where he found her? No joke. Look it up. 1 Samuel 28. Saul finds her at Endor. That's from Star Wars. I just about lost my mind when I read that. I was like, Endor? The forest moon? No wonder I don't have a girlfriend. Anyways, he goes and asks her for advice about the Philistine army invading Israel, and this chick actually calls up Samuel from the dead. And I was woke. I was like, whoa, you can't do that. That's not real. That's not real. Right? But that's when it hit me. Leviticus 20, verse 6 says, "Whoever turns to mediums or spiritists and prostitutes himself with them, I will turn against that person and cut him off from his people." God wouldn't give a gift to somebody if even being in their presence was so bad that it was considered being a prostitute with them. So they had to have gotten their power from somewhere else. Something else or someone else. My guess is the devil or some demon, and it could be something that they didn't even really ask for. It could just be that a demon is using this person to stray other people from seeking God for answers. I mean, think about it. If a psychic is right, you're more likely to start believing them, and you're less likely to start asking God, because why would you ask God if there's a psychic you can go pay like $50 to read your palm? And it does make sense. See, if a demon does one good thing but manages to stray an entire nation in the course of it, then yeah, the bad outweighs the good. And so that entire nation stops believing in God, and then they reproduce, and then voila, California. Also think about 1 Samuel 28:13, where it says, "But the king said to her, 'Don't be afraid, what do you see?' 'I see a spirit form coming up out of the earth,' the woman answered." Now it's weird that Samuel, a follower of God, would come from the ground and not the sky, or that he would be described as a god, not an angel in some versions of the Bible. I don't know, this whole scenario just seems a little fishy and demonic to me, but, you know, call me old-fashioned. Or Kyle, either one. I will respond to both. So let's sum this up. Weird things happen. We can all agree to that. Angels exist. Demons exist. I don't think there's any room for ghosts. I'm sorry. I can't see anything. I might be wrong. Who knows? Maybe I am wrong. But I don't see any evidence to support it. Now, I know that people, they have like physical encounters with it, or they'll see it, but everything can be explained to where it's not ghost. Or if it is a ghost, it's a demon acting as the ghost. So, again, I don't know. Ghosts existing are about a 1 in 1 billion chance. Demons existing are about a 1 in 1 chance. So remember, whenever you think there's a ghost around, it's probably infrasound, electromagnetism, or a demon. Good night, sleep well. So what was my act of random kindness? Well, this past week I went on vacation, and I was there with my mom and my sister and my grandparents, and it was really cool. But what I did repeatedly was I tried to drive as much as I could in their minivan, which was fun. No, it wasn't. But I tried to do that because I didn't want them to drive. I wanted them to have a fun vacation, not have to worry about driving and stress, and also I wanted to get there alive. So obviously I had no ulterior motive, but I thought it was a nice thing to do so that they didn't have to worry about it. I walked out across the busy street where everybody's driving 4,000 miles an hour, trying to hit pedestrians to get those extra points taken off their driver's license. And I walked across, got into the parking deck, got the car, got it out of all the tight spaces, just so I could do that for them so that they didn't have to worry about it. What are you supposed to take from that? I don't know, respect your elders? I don't know, just do nice things. It's not that hard. So if you found this episode intriguing and you want to go see more, go ahead and hit subscribe so you'll be immediately notified for when the next video comes out. Or you can go to my page and see the ones that are already put up. They're pretty great. Go check them out right now. Right down there. Or maybe it's there. I don't know. I get confused as to where my directions are. I'm not as savvy as everybody else is, apparently. And a couple of months ago, I started a thing called the Actions of the Week, where we as Christians go out and do an act of random kindness, which is a reference to Evan Almighty. I'll be doing it as you saw, and I hope you will be too, and because I want to go see all the good work that you've done. So please, please let me know. I would love to hear it. God bless, and may the Force be with you. Ghostbusters. Well, you no longer need to wonder. So, what does the Bible say? I'm not in the right shirt. Hebrews. Coffee. Psalms. Somebody once told me. Alright. Be with them, that it was considered being prostitutinous. Is that a word? No.